Hi everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Quick look here at Cardano, seeing what's going on. This coin is actually looking pretty decent for the moment, but I just need to preface and let you guys know that, guys and gals, it's really just one of those situations where we're probably going to see some profitable trades this weekend. Most things are going to be going up, but Bitcoin does feel like it's kind of going to be a fake out here. So just please watch my Bitcoin video from today, or just generally speaking, be careful getting too crazy for too long. Consider taking some profits this weekend, because I do think that next week might be kind of a bloody or just a terrible week for Bitcoin. I hope I'm wrong and the price keeps going up. Trust me, I really hope that. But we got a lot of invalidations at the 42.6 to 44,000 range, or more so resistances that should hold in place. If we break through that level and hold above, then that would be an invalidation of this bearish trend. But we're still trending bearishly for Bitcoin. Please know that. Now, altcoins, similar structure, just different. All right, so we'll talk about that here in a minute. If you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor, I love teaching people to trade. I hope you can learn something here today. Quickly to note, before we jump into some awesome results there from our community, I'd like to kind of specify and preface here that 46, rounding up a little bit, 46 cents is an area of concentration for longs. And right here, we got a pretty heavy wipe of the 48 to 49 cent range for shorts. Okay, so keep in mind too, there's a little bit more of a concentration above the price action right now. So we look at this 52 cent mark, there is a pretty heavy concentration of liquidation that has been placed in the last 7 days. Okay, so some that could be low leverage shorts, that could just be a lot of shorts that were still there from the previous time frame that the price action had come up to that level. Generally speaking, there's a lot there. Please understand, price could continue to run for Cardano, but there's a lot of reasons why it won't too. Quickly though, just want to say thank you so much for the awesome feedback from my community. So happy things are working well for you. We took some nice profits here from Litecoin. We did add Cardano to our day trading bot. So if you're more of a day trader, you like Cardano, we got a good fit for you there. Good 12%. Matic took 12%. ETH, Matic, ADA, Link, ETH. So again, if you're curious on how these things work, make sure you read through our signals guide. I have explanations on both, but really cool profits here. Again, thanks again to my community. We took 41% from Solana in 2 trading days. And if you take a look at this here, Dusk, 250% in 5 months. It's not a bad little icing on the cake. I had just a little bit left in that trade, and it was nice to get some profit from that too. So cool stuff there. What we want to talk about here at the daily, before we jump into the daily, let's go ahead and pull this guy out and just talk about a couple of other things here. So what we can do is I'll adjust my fib, and let's just do that right now. We'll go from the most recent high to most recent low here. We'll pull this out, and we'll keep a good close eye on this trend line, because again, on the daily time frame, if you look at this guy, you can see that we've had some pretty significant difficulty getting past this level here. We could even tighten this up a little bit. It's probably more realistic right there. But generally speaking, you can see lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, until we break free from this range here at the very least 0.236 here at about 49 cents. We have no reason to consider the price action is going to continue higher. Okay, that's a resistance level, so please understand we got to get through that in order to continue to run. Let's take a look at a few other things though here. Maintaining above the 100-day SMA like a champ. A lot of other coins are doing the same thing there as well. We're down below the 20-day SMA, which is of course a trend setter. That's usually running concurrent with trend lines for the most part. So that's really the most important thing for us to get above, to kind of have this confidence knowing that we're actually on the right side of the tracks. Now we still have the 50-day SMA hanging out up here as well. So it's resistance city no matter how you look at it. So by no means are we breaking bullish. So from what I understand from my community, they keep telling me that there's a lot of crazy bullish communication out there about just the price of Bitcoin going to the moon all of a sudden because we had one good day. Please don't listen to that, folks. That's really not necessarily the way that things should work with trading. There's a lot of things that need to happen first before we get there. Okay, and Bitcoin right now is exuding a lot of bearish signs in the larger time frames. Smaller time frames, different story. That's a smaller time frame, right? It takes a lot of small time frames to make a big time frame. Okay, a lot of 1 hour time frames to make a 4 hour, a lot of 4s to make a 12, etc. Right? So either way, nice to have a good day of trading. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a Grinch. I totally love it. I just don't think that we should buy into the hype just yet. And again, that's just me personally. I don't like to buy the top or I try not to sell the bottom. Right. Anyways, no matter how you look at it here, stochastic RSI swinging up. We got a nice bounce off 20 on the money flow index, and traditional RSI is well below 50. So we're still bearish, but we're seeing some positive contributing factors. Nothing to write home about. 4 hour time frame. We take a look here. we are running concurrent with the 50-day SMA, which is basically parallel with that descending trend. So to me, again, a closure above this 0.236 level at 49 cents, I'm rounding up a little bit, I think is paramount. It's extremely important to close above that level. If we can't, then I think that there's decent chance that we might see the price pull back. Or it could just go sideways and inevitably go up as well. There's that too, right? You got to keep in mind a lot of different scenarios exist. It's not just up or down, okay? That having said, we're broken through this 50 on the RSI. We haven't been there since January 12th. Most coins are looking the same there as well. We can see stochastic is swinging up. Money flow index is high. These are all bullish signs here. Okay, so this is where you're seeing these moon boys talk about, because the lower time frames look pretty good. Okay, so 4 hour looks pretty decent here. We're still under 3 key level resistances plus fib plus a few other divergences in other time frames. So please don't get too excited about this, but this is a good start. Okay, we'll just put it that way. We got some momentum, there's no doubt about it. 1 hour time frame, what are we looking at here? Well, this is where everything hits the wall, so to speak, or fan. I don't know what analogy you want to put in here, but generally speaking, still looking good here. There's no reason to consider shorting. Okay, no other way around it. So just because I say don't take a short doesn't imply you take a long, though. I just need to reiterate that. Some people are so unilateral in their thinking that they believe that don't go up means go down. You could just chill out and relax on the sidelines, right? 95% of trading is not taking the trade. So right now at this point, this being overextended, all well and good. We took our profit from Cardano multiple times already in different trades within that same trading pair. I think it's okay not to get greedy. You should maybe consider taking profit yourself, right? Why not? Why hold this to $5 or whatever this could be eventually, when you could take profit between now and then? Again, if you're going to be holding on for dear life, do so in a spot bag. Don't do it in a 20x leverage bag that's going to get nickeled and dimed with fees because you're holding for too long. You do realize that the longer you hold on to a trade, the more expensive it gets, right? Please understand that. People don't share that, and it's an unfortunate thing to learn if you're not familiar. Either way you look at it here, this is not a pretty situation, but it's not terrible either, okay? Looking decent. We broke above a key level resistance here at the 48 cent mark. That's nice. It's all well and good. I still think it's too premature to celebrate. But if we can break these descending trend line, get above a couple of moving averages, maintain at 49 cents or higher for at least another day or two, I think we're going to be looking pretty good shape. So last but not least, something to understand too, this weekend, we will probably see altcoins continue to surge. Okay, and it just makes sense because they've been held down for so long, they're ready to recover, and Bitcoin essentially showing some strength temporarily, I think will give a lot of retail the opportunity to kind of push the price action higher. So my speculation is Bitcoin goes sideways over the weekend, alts go up, Bitcoin goes down sometime next week, alts go down. Generally speaking, that's the common rinse and repeat we see in history, and it should repeat itself here soon. There's no guarantees it's going to come down, but there's no guarantees it's going to stay high, right? All right. So take with it what you will. Just continue to utilize this knowledge, hopefully, and concurrently utilize your own risk tolerance and make sure that this meets your specifications before you take the trade. Don't take this trade because I think that it looks bullish. Take the trade because you know deep down inside that you've done your job and you understand that this is what's going to happen next. Because you have to own this trade at the end of the day. It's no one else's fault. Okay? And again, as much as I am very thankful for the feedback I get, everyone's taking their own risk and their own, using their own risk tolerance and management there. And at the end of the day, these are just trades that I'm sharing with you. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to do that. Please understand that. Okay, so I hope that made sense. If you want to learn a lot more, cryptocash.tech is a site. I do have a private trading university. Also, make sure you check out Bitunix. Phenomenal exchange, my best favorite by far. I mainly recommend them because we have a lot of KYC and VPN requirements in the US, Canada, and if you're in those countries, this exchange does not require that. So awesome stuff there. Thank you again, Bitunix. Hope you all have a great rest of your day, though. Thanks again for your time. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.